Hello and welcome to another Wraggy's, well, beer with Wraggy. And so you think that a year when I've had a few moments this year, and I dare well say we've all had issues, all of us, especially in the UK and throughout the world, certain countries at least, I mean, whatever you're going through in this country is nothing compared to what people are going through in other parts of the world or been through. We are living in the strangest fucking world. It just seems like governments want to go for a world war at the moment. I mean, for fuck's sakes, get their arses round the. It's beggars belief. But in any case, so this year already had the issues with which started late last year with the BMW and the dodgy, shitty mechanic who fucked it up royally. And still fucking go away with it. And if I'd have had the money, I'd have took the cunt to court. Then we had the Nissan Qashqai, which we've still got. And we've had multiple issues with that. Warranty paid out on one, but it did not pay out on the other. My wife spent a couple of grand on top of what she paid for it. She wanted the car, Sometimes you want a car and it bites you in the arse. And sadly it has, quite royally. And then the other day she turns around to me and says, I've run out of washer fluid. And I'm like, have you? Already? Jesus Christ, you're using some. I only filled it up a week before. So I went to the car, I filled it, and only a little bit went in, and I'm like, oh no. Straight away, alarm bells sounding. And I'm thinking, bloody hell. Went to turn the engine on. Went to do the front and back windscreen, no noise. Windscreen wipers came on straight away, but no noise. So unless it's a wire that's come out or a fuse that's blown, why do fuses blow? Looks like it's the pump, and it's like, fuck's sakes. And also, the lights are on auto. When the lights are on, I got in the other day and we drove somewhere. And fucking hell, these lights are a bit dim on here, aren't they? I could hardly see. I'm driving on a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, and I could hardly see the 40-miler. And tried to change it, couldn't work out how to change it, couldn't get into the settings to change it. Anyway, on Sunday as well, I went like that and turned the lights off with the engine on, turned the lights off, and then the screen went light, and it like how it should be. I'm like, oh, fucking hell, what's up with this now? So that could be something stupid like a bit of WD, a sensor needs sorting out, or it could again be something to do with a fuse. This Nissan Qashqai's got some weird fucking settings. Anyway. Sunday night, I was stressed already about the car. It's been drinking oil the last year or two. Ever since it had the timing chain done, and I'm a bit worried that timing chain. The garage we went to, when they had the proper mechanics there, they were great, but they have these mechanics that just seem to appear, and times that we've had stuff done and it's not right. And this timing chain, ever since the timing chain was done, it's been sucking oil. So on Sunday night, I put the bloody went and got oil, 15 quid for 2 litres. Shit. Put the oil in. Took nearly 1.5 litres of oil to fill it. So it was below the minimum, which isn't good for the engine, I know. Washed it, hoovered it out, got it looking smart. I thought, well, it's going for the MOT, make it look presentable. Now, the exhaust has been blowing for a year. It was slightly blowing before it went down for the MOT. They says, oh yeah, the exhaust is blown. Put a new exhaust on. Okay. Come away from that MOT. Engine management lights on. Oh, fucking hell, what's going on here? And it sounded awful. It sounded so rough. Took it back next day, and all it was a cable. But who did they get to do? Who did they get to put the fucking thing on? And he's there prattling about putting paste around the seal. And the engine, the for the whole year, it sounded like a tank for the whole fucking year. It's never been right. Last year's MOT, we had the thing saying the shock absorber had gone, and it ended up being some welding. And lo and behold, the exhaust they put on last year went to the MOT the other day. It's failed, and failed on one tyre. I put 3 new tyres on the other week as well. 3 new flipping tyres. 225 quid on tyres. Just wasted me fucking money. Might as well waited, and then got the tyres when the MOT came up. If I'd have fucking known, I wanted to put the tyres on. But obviously you can't ride around with dodgy tyres, can you? But it wasn't that long ago either. Gutted. Anyway, it failed on one tyre. It failed on the exhaust. But here's the thing, it failed on the catalytic converter. Now, I got the new garage we're with. They are really honest. Trust them 100%. No questions asked. I trust. They've told us that it's the catalytic converter internally is smashed to pieces. That's why it's revving the arse off. That's why it sounds like a tank. It sounds like a sports car. Which is all in good, but you can't get the CO2 down, which means you can't get it through the MOT. The thing for me is what goes through my head is that did the garage last year who put the exhaust on do something? Because how does a catalytic converter smash itself up internally? I don't understand that. That's I just don't understand how something that's like a filter gets smashed up internally. Unless somebody was putting something on and did something accidentally, I want to thought on purpose, and then covered it all up, put the exhaust on, we got it through the MOT, but the damage was already done. I don't know. It's a strange one, that is. But anyway, the shock absorber again, and I know that the weld's gone, and it's not out because of the road into my workplace, the Farmers Road. They let it go, and it's like driving down a track to smash the hell out of your car. They do it for speed. The only problem with doing it for speed, everybody who goes at 5 miles an hour is still damaging their car because it is so rough. So that's the car gone. Car's scrapped. Literally, the work can't be done. Can't get the welding on that arch can't be done. So yeah, that's it. That's another car gone, and I'm in a really pissed off mood about it. The look, how much bad luck can you have? I mean, really, Jesus Christ. as 2023 comes to a close, it's like I've had some good times. The weddings both went perfectly. You know, you could not have asked for better weddings. Both my workplaces smashed it out of the park. My wife and my daughter, my son-in-law, everybody looked amazing. The weddings went off with no hitch whatsoever. On the car side of things, we have had the worst fucking year that you could dream of. The money that we've spent on cars over the last year, from about this time last year to now, you know, oh fucking hell, it's frightening. I could have leased a car and paid less. And there's the thing now. So now I'm carless. Absolutely carless. I'm borrowing my son's car till after Christmas. If he wants it, then I can't use it for obvious reasons because he wants it. Luckily, he goes to work, so he's in his van for work, so that's good. So he works similar sort of shifts to me, Monday to Friday, and that's good. But it's like doing gardens at weekend. It puts me in a right situation. And the price of cars these days is just ridiculous, isn't it? You look at, I don't know if anybody's out there has looked at the price of cars, but it's just fucking ridiculous how expensive cars are. And I've got to be honest, with the look we've had this year, I don't even contemplate fucking buying a new car because I'm scared stiff that I'm going to buy a heap. So you save the money up, you know, you go and buy a new car, and then what happens? You're always buying somebody else's rubbish. You know what they want rid of, and I'm certainly keeping away from garages because they're all crooks. You know, most of these garages, we've been to some in Leicester, they're as dodgy as you can get. I mean, unless you know who you're buying off and you know a bit of the history of the car and you know they've looked after it, the lottery, it's such a lottery. I mean, I've took mechanics, people who are good mechanics, with me to cars, and we've gone away and the cars have been shit. And, you know, one had a subframe that was gone and it was in a shocking state, the car was. So yesterday I got told that, and some of the problems with the car is caused by that road, and I'm so fuming about it. But when you can't believe your own bad luck, you know, and I'm sure all of us have had that sort of year where, you know, you can't save money up. Car issues, house issues. And then you look at the news and it just, you know, I do positive work and it's, there's only so much that any human can take, you know, shit. Oh dear. And yeah, so that's my week so far. So worrying Sunday, all about the car, all day Sunday. Trying to get it, make sure I get it clean, spotless, and that. And then when it went in and that happened, it's like, oh, God. And then said to the wife the price, It was well over £1,000, and they didn't even. I know that they don't know about the. They'd seen that the back shock absorber was gone, but I know it's more than that. But then they're on about the cost, the catalytic converter. Now on older cars, it's not as easy. We asked them this question: says, is it worth us getting it paying out the money as hurtful as it is to get it done? And they said to us, no. It says with the exhaust, you can't get the right fittings for the catalytic converter. That's a job and a half, you know. Obviously, there's the welding on the back, and then there's the issue that the car is actually sucking oil. And a friend of mine said to my wife, says that could be head gasket. He's been doing it for about 2 years now. And it's like, not only all of that. So one car's got a problem, this car's got a problem, and then you're running up to Christmas. And I don't know about anybody else out there, but I've never, ever, in all my married life and all the time I've been with my wife now, have I ever been so disorganised at Christmas. We have literally cut out, worried by presents for people all over. We've cut the lot. We've absolutely stopped all presents. Yeah. And is this the case with all of us? Or all of us having to do the same, where it's a case of saying, look, we're only going to buy for our own kids. We're putting a budget on that. I mean, there was a time back in the day, I'd spend 500-600 quid easy on each kid, when they were kids at least. Nah. And is that the time? Is it that the working class are so forced down now that the spare money is just literally not there anymore? I mean, I'm hoping next year for a better year, obviously. A lot less cost on spending. No weddings, obviously. I mean, we've had a couple of small little family holidays, but it's only to the seaside and the caravan. And that was cheap as chips anyway, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, it's life, eh? Fucking hell. Eh? If you could get kicked in the bollocks so many times, it was just, and you know, so just to show you, you know, and I hope people watching this can relate. If you're going through a tough time, you know, and the wife did say some wisdom to me. It's only metal. It's a car. It's all it is. And as painful as it is, and it is fucking painful, because we're literally scrapping it, and that's it. And for the first time since I was 20 years old, I'm literally carless. Wife's got a car, son's got a car. I have no car. Not since before I passed my test have I not had a car. Passed my test in 1991, 32 years ago. I had some good cars over the years. Oh, I had some heaps as well. And but yeah, never this. And because of this strange world we're in, where COVID forced the price of everything up, Brexit helped, I suppose, and a stupid, inept government has certainly not helped. The prices are through the fucking roof, and then you're penalised in certain areas of the country if you have a fucking petrol or a diesel car anyway. They all want you to drive hybrids or, these e-cars. It's all right if you've got the fucking money to do it. Not all of us can pull 15 grand out of the hat. Oh, I'll just go and get myself a new car. Yeah. Aye. Oh well. Christmas is coming up. It's going to be a smaller Christmas. But the main thing is, if I've got enough to buy the wife a smallish but nice present, never about the money, always about the thought. And, enjoy time off with the family. The greatest gift of all is life. And, it's times like this when it's like, oh, for God's sakes, and that pressure beating down on you. And then there's times where you think, I'm still breathing, I'm still alive, I'm still working. Getting to work might be an issue after Christmas, but at the moment it's okay. But if either of these cars go down, my wife's car's going in for work on Thursday for that problem. It's an automatic failure on the MOT anyway, so it's got to be done. Yeah, all quite come at the wrong time. It's always nice when you've got money in the bank and something happens and it's like, oh well, shit, yes, but I'll pay for it. It's always when you've got no money or you've got very little money that is when it really, really hurts. Yep. Thank God for beer. By the way, that's the Wraggy Imperial Stout, tasting absolutely gorgeous, and at cold temperature, killed the carbonation quite nicely, which is a good thing because it was well lively in the ass. Thank you for watching. See you soon.